One thing that's unavoidable in society is spending money, whether it be for something that you want or something that you're going to overall need. But what if you could actually make money while you're spending money? Some of you might think that that's literally impossible, but it's actually quite possible in today's age. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 ways that you can do it. So stay tuned. And the good news about these 5 ways is some of them can actually be compounded on top of each other. So you may find yourself actually making a decent amount of money just from doing something you're already doing right now, which is spending money. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is Elijah with Financial Anatomy, the place where you can take control of your financial destiny. Here on this channel we talk about personal finance, side hustles, and ways to make money online. So if that interests you, you might want to consider subscribing and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we drop a new video. And if you also enjoy the video, giving us a like would be greatly appreciated. With that being said, we're going to cover 5 ways that you can actually make money by spending money. And with Black Friday and Cyber Monday around the corner, this will be of great use because a lot of y'all may be planning on spending a lot of money here pretty soon. In order for something to be on this list, you have to actually be making money while spending money. So that means that if they have any fees, you have to come out on top relatively easy. If they have some kind of fee, and for the most part, you're not going to be coming out making money, it's not going to make the list. And for that reason, most of these are actually free, and other services that are paid but you can still make money spending money, they've been left off the list. So let's go ahead and get into it. Coming in at 5th place is an app and an extension called Dosh. Dosh is a service that will give you cash back based on you spending money with certain brands. Some of those brands that they are partnered with are on the screen right now. The way Dosh works is you sign up for it, then you connect a debit or credit card, and they keep track of all your transactions, and when a transaction qualifies for cash back, it's deposited in your account. According to the Dosh website, Dosh is automatic cashback. Just connect the app and link your cards, or check if your favorite way to pay offers a cashback experience powered by Dosh. And this can be done by using their website also. From there, you simply shop, and then the cashback will start rolling in as you shop based on you buying things that qualify for cashback from certain brands. The funds can be transferred to a PayPal account or Venmo account, or you can donate your cashback to a charity. And for those of you that are wondering if Dosh actually has some exposure to your credit or debit card information and could they possibly misuse it, you don't have to worry about that because on their own website they explain how it works. They don't sell your data, they don't actually store your card. Their card information is stored using Braintree, which is a service of PayPal. So in other words, they're not actually coming into direct contact with your card information in the first place. That's held by Braintree. And we already know that that's secure. With it being one of the most convenient ways to earn cash back, this makes the number 5th spot on this list on how to make money spending money. Coming in at the 4th spot is a service called Paribus. I really hope I'm not butchering that name. Let me know if I am in the comments because I've actually never heard it, but it is what it is. But this is an app or a service that will find refunds for you on your behalf, and anytime there's a refund available, it will put in the guesswork as far as whatever company terms of service that you need to do to get the refund. And once that happens, it'll put that refund in an account that you can withdraw from. That was a general overview, so we're going to take a look at their website to see more details about how that process actually works. So you shop online as you normally would. Paribus monitors the prices and watches for price changes so that you don't have to. You get money back when they detect potential savings. Then they let you know that there's money on the table. Then you take the next step to claim your money. A lot of people don't know this, but in a lot of companies' terms of service, they do say that you can get a refund on something that you bought if the price drops within a certain amount of time. So if something was $3, then it drops to $2, but you bought it at $3 like yesterday, you may be eligible to get that $1 difference if you follow a few steps, and those steps are going to vary depending on what the retailer is. Paribus is actually going to keep an eye out for you for those deals, and once they find them, they're going to let you know, hey, this price dropped to this, you're eligible for this amount of money. Then you let Paribus know that you want to claim that, and they're going to work their magic to get you that money. If you're like me, you're not going to be really keeping track of that kind of stuff. You probably have other things you want to do with your time. So this is a nice way to keep up with that and get some cash back in the form of a refund if you're willing to use Paribus. It does have a few cons though. The biggest con is you do have to take that next step to actually claim the money. It'd be nice if they would do this for you and they could just get you the money. I don't think they could lawfully do that though. They do need your consent every single time. So that's a little bit of a con. And the biggest con is if you're very, very picky or nitpicky about privacy, this really isn't going to be the service for you because it does require them to have access to your email address. And then they're going to scan those emails to find those receipts and those deals. That's part of the process of getting you the money back. So a lot of people may not be willing to give that information up. But the quick workaround around that is to just have an email where you just shop for things. That's all the email is used for. That way, the only thing they're going to see is what they need to see, which is the receipts of the stuff you've been buying from. You wouldn't want to use like a business email or even a personal email where you're using it for things other than shopping. So that's a quick workaround, but some people don't want to bother with any of that. So it's pretty respectable if you choose to pass on this one. But it is still a nice service, and that's why it makes number 4 on this list. Coming in at the number 3 spot is an app in a bank called Acorns. Now, in order to use this, you have to have their bank account, and their bank account actually has a monthly fee of $3. So keep that in mind that you would have to be spending enough money to make that $3 back before you would be in the black, as we say in business, or before you're making money. But Acorns is an app that will actually round up your money to the nearest cent and invest that in mutual funds for you based on your risk tolerance. They have aggressive and conservative, but based on the research that I've done, none of them are really aggressive. I mean, even aggressive is pretty conservative if you look at the mutual funds actually investing in. But to give a visual demonstration, let's say you bought something and it was $3.20. If you're using the roundup feature, Acorns is gonna actually charge $4 to it, and the difference between the $3.20 and the $4 is 80 cents. They're going to take that 80 cents and invest it in mutual funds. And as the market rises in value, your investment starts rising with it. I've used Acorns to pay for gas and just do my online shopping and just have those roundup features keep getting higher and higher and higher. Now, me personally, I do have other investments I invest in. I'm not the biggest fan of mutual funds. And if you're not either, that might be a con. But I always cash out the earnings once it hits a certain amount, and then I put it into my investment portfolio. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can keep that in there and just let it keep growing. Or you can go ahead and do like I do, have a certain limit that you have it reach, let's say $50 or whatever. And once it reaches that, you go ahead and withdraw it. Then you have $50 to do what you want with. Now, some people take that roundup feature to the next level because you can have it so that the roundup will round up a lot more than just to the nearest dollar. You could have it so every time you spend money, it rounds up or adds $5 on top of it, or $10. You know, you can really customize this depending on how much money you want to put in the stock market and what the overall return that you want is. With all that being said, if you're interested in getting an Acorns bank account, you can sign up using the link in the description below. Yes, that's an affiliate link and it does go to support the channel, but you should get $5 just for signing up using the link. And it's a pretty convenient way to go ahead and start investing in the stock market. Coming in at number 2 is an app and an extension called Rakuten. I didn't mention this before, but both Paribus and Dosh have extensions too, so you can use that for online shopping on your computer. But swinging back to Rakuten, Rakuten feels like a bigger, more expanded version of Dosh, if you ask me. So they have more cashback offers and guarantees based on them being partnered with more websites and retailers overall. And their extension is pretty convenient because you can just turn the extension on and it will let you know as you're shopping what deals are happening on Rakuten if you get it over there. All you gotta do is buy it using their website and you'll go ahead and get the cash back. In addition to this, you can use the Rakuten app to buy things. They do have exclusive options just using the Rakuten app. But truthfully, the real star of the show is buying things online using your computer or on the mobile phone. So one of my colleagues over at the rideshare guy, Scott, has actually made over $400 using Rakuten just doing his normal online shopping because the extension notifies you when something is available on the Rakuten website. So all you gotta do is go over there, type it in and buy it there. Then you get cash back. As far as how cashback works, you can withdraw it to your PayPal account once you have at least $100 in the pot, so to speak. So that part is a bit of a drag, but if you're doing a lot of online shopping, you'd be surprised how fast you'll reach that minimum requirement that's needed in order to cash out to your PayPal account. Now, it's important to know that Rakuten and Dosh They will have some overlap as far as who they're partnered with. For instance, like both of them are partnered with Disney Plus. So it's important to use both extensions, and whichever one you see has the greater cashback for you, just use that one. In most cases, it's always been Rakuten based on my experience, but still compare the two, because if Dosh has a greater offer, go with them. Now, before we go to the number one way to make money while spending money, I do want to give an honorable mention to Ernie. This is a service that works very similar to Paribus in the form of they'll find you refunds. The only difference is nowadays they have a subscription model. This used to be free, but a little while ago they switched to a subscription model to where you have to pay a monthly fee in order to use their service. And in most cases, that monthly fee is going to exceed the amount that the average shopper would get from refunds. So that's why it's not making this list. But I felt like I should probably mention it, because if you do spend a lot of money, it's still worth maybe looking into. But most people won't be able to exceed the amount they get back in refunds to cover that monthly fee, so they would actually be losing money. Coming in at the number one spot is GetUpside. I've talked about this app plenty of times on this channel, so it shouldn't come as a huge surprise to some of you. But GetUpside is an app that allows you to get cash back at certain gas stations. It used to be that you had to take a picture of your receipt and you had to pay with a certain debit card that you've paid with using the GetUpside app before, because that's what's in the system. And for y'all that are wondering, they just have the last 4 digits of your card information. They don't have anything else, so they can't, misuse it. But they've actually updated the app so that you don't even need to do the receipt anymore. All you got to do is go to your gas station, click check in, and pay using the debit card that you have on file with GetUpside. Then you get your cash back within the next 24 to 48 hours. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but usually that's when I see the cash back roll in. Since I have to spend money on gas anyway, and this process is very, very passive, this makes the number one spot. And speaking of passive, if you're a very chatty person like myself at social gatherings or even just talking on the phone, you're going to run your mouth about this app to your friends and family. And if they decide to sign up with it, GetUpside has a referral program where if they sign up using your link, you'll get a penny per gallon that they fill up in their tank for the rest of the lifetime of their account. So every time they get gas, you actually are making money. And to take that step further, if they refer some of their family and friends, you get half of a penny on their gallons. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much, but it starts to add up if you really get the ball rolling. And speaking of how much you get per gallon, every time you refer someone, you and the person you referred will get an extra 15 cents per gallon at their next fill up. Now, what's not to like about that? And even if you're not interested in a referral program, a lot of the cash back that you can get just from participating in gas stations is pretty decent, usually ranging between 3 cents to 20 cents per gallon. Since most of us have to drive anyway, this is literally free money on the table. In my opinion, it makes the number one slot. If you're interested in signing up for GetUpside, you can click the link in the description below. And I've also done a GetUpside tutorial and GetUpside review on my other channel, The App Lifestyle. So I'll link those in the description below if you want to learn more about GetUpside. And there we have it. We have 5, if you count Ernie 6, but most people are just going to count 5. But 5 ways that you can make money while spending money. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. It's very much appreciated. Consider subscribing if you're new and turn on notifications so you can be aware when we drop another video like this. I will catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.